my headphones. BRB. Excellent, excellent. How are we all? Don't worry, I haven't got a wedgie. I've forgotten to get rid of that broken counter thing there. I don't know if you can see this, but why don't I fix that now? Alright. I do apologise if everything gets a bit jumpy. I'm going to try and do a repair. Oh, I'm not going to try and do a repair. I have no intact elastic bands left. Could use a hairband. This is so unprofessional. This is absolutely atrocious. Never mind. You can see my massively dangerous pile of electrics down there. Along with dusty tissue. As soon as I've finished these Valkyries, there will be the world's biggest tidying session. But until that day, there will be no tidying. Right, anyway, where are we? We are going through what we've got here. We don't need that. We don't need that. We need to put some washers on these golden bits. And then we have to do the barrels. That won't take long. However, we will have to wait for a wash to dry for 16 hours. Anyway, let's bung a wash on there. What are we going to use? Egrex Earthshade. The wash that everybody uses. I'm going to have to wing it with this camera here. I hope it stays intact. Excuse me, I'm spitting all over myself now. This palette is on the piss. Right, how do we put a wash on? That old chestnut. I don't think that one's big enough. Yes. This'll do. Where's my wash holder? I don't want to be launching this across the room again. Here we are. Load her up. I'm in the right. Okay, so now I'm just going to jam these full of wash. There'll be no holding back. I don't care if it goes anywhere it shouldn't. These bits are hardly going to be seen anyway, so there's no biggie. 2 down, 4 to go. Looks like my hair is going a bit thinner on here, which is a worry. Three out of 6 done. We're getting there. Oh god, all the magnets are interfering with each other. Some of that in there. Marvelous. There we go. Another one done. And after we have these washers on, we get to do one of my favourite techniques. It's dry brushing. There we go, there's those ones done. That one doesn't appear to have taken very well. I'll have a bit more on. And then these guys. Marvellous. One. Half tempted to double wash these when they dry. We shall see. That'll do me. That phase is done. Oh hell. That. Alright, we need to move those over. Bear with. Stick with. Right, what's next? Dry brushing. And it's easy. I've just found an elastic band. Will it work? Oh, there's all mangy bits on the back. Oh, hell. Hell. Whoops. I think we are intact. Mr. Valdez, how is one? Well, I hope. You can see my pink shorts down here, but Sometimes you have to see these things. Right, let's get rid of these las cans. Let's stick them on the WIP shelf. I really need a chair that doesn't squeak continuously. What is new in the world? The pink shorts is probably my favourite part of the stream today. Alright. Looking at these two colours here, I can't remember which one I used, but I think they're pretty much the same. US Field Drab and Earth. Game colour is crap and thin, so we won't use that for dry brushing. Still need a shaking machine. Paint shaking machine. How do I dry brush? Does anyone remember? What have we got here? We have a large dry brush. Marvellous. It'll be interesting to see if this works. The slow decline of humanity. Why, what is happening in America that is so bad? Well, this doesn't seem to be making any difference. Oh, it's slowly come out. Very subtle. You get those people who like to talk about subtleness. Basically means they've picked the wrong paint. Yeah, it's very subtle. It's all intentional. Very subtle transition. Bullshit. You used the wrong colour. What I have here. Yeah, there's a big divide these days in politics. No one seems to be allowed to be anywhere sort of in the middle anymore. Just like death to both sides. But we mustn't get political on here. Yeah. Although I'm happy to talk politics, but we mustn't really, because people will get quite angry and upset. Yeah, I think this colour is just too subtle. I'm going up a level. I am going to beige. Have a few squirts of this because we've got quite a lot to do with it. Test it on my scrubbing tub. The reward for tolerance is betrayal. I always used to like all those old quotes. I understand where they're coming from with that one. Here we go. That's not so subtle. I can actually see what it's doing this time. Like chocolate, you know. I've not read any of the Eisenhorn books. Are they worth reading? Strangely therapeutic, isn't it, eye brushing? The only books I've really read are the Heresy novels and a couple of the Gaunt's Ghost books. But that was a long time ago I read those ones. But the Heresy ones I'm still reading when I get a chance. I think those Eisenhorn books are old, aren't they? It's not 68, is that? Are you talking about the including all the little novellas and stuff? I'm on Wolfsbane at the moment. I thought that was like 30 something or maybe 40. Might be a bit too subtle still, you know, for me. I could be wrong, you could be wrong, I don't know. Someone's wrong. No biggie. What is new in the world? Anything exciting? What's that white bit on there? Try not to knock the grit off with the ferrule of the brush. Spain, hey? I can't say I've ever been to Spain. Whereabouts in Spain you going? There must be someone on here who's Spanish. There's always a load of lurkers who don't say anything. I always wonder why. Even though apparently no one is watching according to the YouTube counter at the top left, which works really well. Which I keep forgetting to remove. There we go, I might need to come up another level on these. Add a touch of ivory into the beige. Leon. See, I thought that was in France. Or maybe there's one in both places. Put that together. What have I put together? What is all this crap in here? Some real weird textures going on down there. There we go. See, that one is a completely different colour to that one. That's good, isn't it? Whereabouts in the sunny and cheery? It's not very sunny at the moment. It's a bit dreary today, but I am in the East Anglia. I'm in the East. I'm in East Anglia, near a place called Norwich, if you know where that is. It can be cheery, but also very miserable at times. All right, though. Oh God. See, now we've stepped past that subtle into the I've just put too much paint on category. Okay. And a bit of a rescue. I'm not going to worry about it too much because half of this is going to get covered in flock anyway, isn't it? Fake grass. From Wales, eh? I haven't been to Wales in a long time. Quite nice over in Wales. So if you're going on holiday to Spain, does that mean you're not in Spain even though you're from Spain? And have we had this conversation before? What's his weather's like? Terrible, I'd imagine. Your family is from Spain, but you're an American. I think that means you're American with a Spanish background. But I don't know. It's your choice, whatever you want to be. There we go. I need to revisit this first. I wonder if I can do that now quickly. Some subtlety. There we go. Some people may identify as Space Marines. If they wish to, then they can. They can be as mad as they like. Have you been painting anything recently? This is the important chat, isn't it? What is your hobby comprised of lately? I think this was an old chair from a car model kit there. Can't quite make that out. An old Volkswagen Golf, I imagine. In 40k. 40k and the Volkswagen. Volkswagen in the year 40k. And the world's biggest stone here. We'll paint them in a minute. We'll paint them stones. Paint them a lovely dark black colour. Dark grey. I don't know. Looks like a greeny tinge to my eye now. I don't know if it's because I've been staring at it for so long. You're just a reader, so you don't do anything. What would you do? Where would you start? What would you want to do? This is the big question. Nice little swirly thing in there. I don't know what that is. It looks like a bit of plastic. It is green. That looks well green. Where's the green coming from? Doesn't matter. They'll never know. It's very subtle. See, there's that word again, subtle. Made it. You're going to fold some laundry. Okay, you might be able to explain to me why this beige colour looks green. Oh look, it's fallen to bits. Night Lords. Yeah, you should totally do the Night Lords. Are you thinking like 30k or 40k Night Lords though? This is a big question. That bit there is definitely green. No doubt about it. I think I might be getting some contamination from somewhere off my palette. You can stick for contempt as in 40k. There's rules for that, don't worry. Did I not clean my brush? It was working alright earlier. And it's got greener and greener the further I get. But I don't know. They'll never know. Like I'll wing it like we normally do. The amateur hour. Professionals don't wear pink shorts. Yeah, it's really hard to see. I don't know if you can see it there. Is this coming up on the camera? In there, it's really green. We'll just bullshit and say it's some sort of lichen. Yeah, it's a bit of moss growing on there. It's meant to be there. It was all intentional. I wanted to give it a hint of green. That laundry must be getting folded quite quickly after the supplements that were taken earlier. This is it. This is definitely it. Although I don't wear the power armor, I just wear the pink shorts. Call it a day. Right, there we go. That's that colour done. The big question is, do I dare push it up another level? Yes. Always just do it. Who cares? That is the secret. Drugs. I mustn't talk about drugs because apparently YouTube picks up on it somehow. Here's the word and then bans your video. Ivory with this lovely state of my nails. They need cutting. I have a nail clipper here. Anyway, ivory with this lovely brown tinge in. And that was back in the day when I used a screw as an agitator. Right, this is going to work really well. Really, oh god, it's really light. Oh dear. I think the contamination is coming from the previous colour on the palette. I think it's picking it up somehow. Can't really see it. It's one of those things that when you notice it, you can't unsee it. Nurgle hates paints. Yeah, he does. He's a scum. Right. I'm really worried I may ruin this now. Who cares? Like I keep saying, it's all going to get covered up with flock anyway. What happened to your robot you were building? There we go, I reckon. Okay, get away with this. Let's try it over here. Fine. I was worried about nothing. Actually, that looks how I wanted it to look in the first place. May I ask you guys what medium you're watching this in? Are we on laptops? Are we on phones? Are we on iPads? Are we on desktops? Are we on smart TVs? A phone. Hello, RD. I don't know who you are. Laptop. Sounds like a good idea. Although I'd imagine you'd want the interior gubbins, wouldn't you as well? Don't know. Not my project. Is that RD or PD? I've got filth on my screen. RD. Robert Downey Jr. Nice of you to join us. What are your next projects going to be now you have finished your time with the event? I didn't say that. If anyone complains, I apologise. In big trouble. phone at work. How do you type in the comments if you're on a phone? I think I may have over pushed this. Never mind. Didn't I say a minute ago I wanted it to be like that? Okay. There's a lot of manky bit there, or it fell off. Got an old manky toenail. Just died. Very small window with keys. Oh, nice. Okay. You get the full experience then, pretty much. I've got to paint these metal bits all rusty, and I can't remember how to paint rust. So that's going to be fun. We'll have to wing that as well. Probably just change this channel name to Winging It. On the Blag. This one must have had a darker base coat. This one looks really contrasty. Right. Stack them up. Have I done these two? I don't think I have. This palette is weird. Paint doesn't stick to it after it's dried. This thing has been dry brushed so many times, I'm surprised there's any detail left on it. Someone told me the other day that these bases look like they were covered in hundreds of thousands. There we go, one more to do. I think I just fucked up. When I paint rust, do I paint the metal first or do I just go straight to rust? I don't know. This old wheel here from a Volkswagen Golf. A lot of Volkswagen Golf bits on here. It's on a scrapyard. This bit here, I remember. It looks a bit like a beef burger. There's some leftover putty from decorating a fish tank, I believe. Nothing goes to waste. I'm going to just rinse these out. Easiest way to clean my brush is to just dry brush the hell out of it. All right, my man, have a nice evening at work. I can't remember what you said you do, but I'm sure it's great fun. Otherwise, why would you be here? I wonder if I could get away with watching streams at work. I don't think I'd be able to pull it off. It'd rinse my data allowance anyway, so sounds like something that's not going to happen. Right, let's clean this brush out. Bit of crap coming out of that. Have a nice evening, my man. I think he said he was a security guard or something. Or have I made that up in my head? Heard a bizarre noise coming from behind me. Alright, that'll do. Just give it another rinse out. Little filth in there. I think it's time we replaced the dry brushes. There we go. That's how it's meant to be. That'll do. Right, what's next? Can anyone tell me what's next? Because I can't remember. I'm caught up in my wires. Anyway. We definitely need to make this table higher when we rearrange this room. This feels too low. Where are everyone else's tables height-wise relative to their chairs? I always feel like my chair is too high. And if I was any low, oh fuck! If I was any lower, maybe too low. I don't know. Let's just get on with it. Stop worrying about nothing. Paint some rocks. Colour of rocks. I'm gonna paint them grey. Paint some nice marble colour. Yeah, fuck that. I tried painting marble once a long time ago, and that was fucking shocking, excuse my language. Absolutely atrocious. Yeah, I feel like I'm forever crouching here, and when I stand up, I'm like proper stretched out, my back's gone. You don't want to be jealous of this setup, it's a fucking mess. This table's like, well, this desk is held together with spit by the look of things. Atrocious. And we have PVC pipes holding our camera rigging. And yeah, it needs revamping. I've got ideas, but it's just I have to finish this because I don't want to pull all this to bits and then have to set it all up again to finish this. Right, where are my rocks? There's one in there. Do rocks ever get dirt on them? What do rocks look like in real life? I probably should have done a bit of research here. Again, I'm not that professional. There's a rock in there. Oh, I don't know why I look. There's another rock. I say rocks. It's stone, isn't it? This might look really weird when I paint these. Nothing we can't hide with a bit of flock and wash. Hang on, how can you be jealous of this setup? You've got like a pro studio thing where everything looks really clean and white. This one's got like paint stains everywhere. There's a barnacle growing on the side of that. Maybe it is. Whatever you want it to be. And I'd like to get this camera leg moved so I don't have to put my arm around it to get to the pallet. I could have the pallet on the right, couldn't I? But then I'd be crossing over. Difficult logistical issues here. We've got first world problems. I think that's it. I can't remember how to paint rocks, so I'm just going to dry brush them grey and then wash them. That's it. Was that a rock? On the bits in my hand, I do love it when it does that. I think there's something weird going on in there. Like some burrowing of some sort of worm on the beach. A metal side table. Now, I don't know what that is. Sounds very expensive. Makes a nice shiny background. I thought it was all white. Working on a TV tray. When you say TV tray, do you mean like a dinner tray that looks like this green thing but with little handles on the end? We've got a few lurkers again today, if you'd like to make your presence known. Forever hold your peace. Switch it up with a grey metal. I'll have a look later, I can't say I've noticed that. A $40, okay, I'm going to assume with the dollarage, is that a word, dollarage? But you're in the US somewhere. Oh, lights. This is a pretty good light, this one. What is this? It's dirty and dusty. But it's, I was recommended this one by professionals. Made by the Daylight Company. I've just read it. Do not look directly at LED light. But the sign is next to the LED light. So, yeah. 10% battery remote. Oh, badge. What's the battery run out? I used it. Never mind. I might have to do a quick pit stop to grab the battery charger cable. I'm gonna plug it in. Is this $40 small plastic folding table set up on top of another table? Or is the whole thing massive? Then it wouldn't be small. One left there. Right, I think we are ready for dry brush. Dry brush? Brush. Am I developing a lisp? That would suck. One needs another coat. I'm not entirely sure you would get black rocks inside brown mud. Because wouldn't the mud be under the colour of the rocks? Oh. That's not bad actually, 28 inches wide. I always suffer with a problem of length. Width, I should say. Right, let's move these mofos over there. Are they dry enough to commence dry brushing? This is a question. I think maybe no, but I like to take gambles and risks. Have a new palette, please. New palettes, please. Thank you. Right. We need a grey. Do we have a grey? Rogue Trader. See, I think was the best era. Everything was weird and sort of undefined, so it gave everything that sort of oddness and interest. Now everything is a bit too spelled out, in my opinion. I mean, you might think I'm wrong. There's Cold Grey. Cold Grey is a nice one. Seems to have a little brown tone. This is a weird one because the colour changes as you mix it on the palette, I think. This brush needs replacing as well. This medium dry brush, as you can see, only the ends of the brush actually move now. The rest is ruined. It's probably a nice time to get back into it now though, because they seem to have got on the ball again with making things look good. We had a few years of junk. Looks a bit prehistoric with these grey rocks. Yeah, the price is an issue. However, I kind of look at it price over hours out of it. So if I'm going to buy something that costs like 40 quid, I'll probably get, say, 10 hours maybe painting out of it. So what's that, £4 an hour? And then if you're going to play with it, you can just keep adding. So you never really lose value. The more you use it, your value goes up. If you just buy it to have on a shelf, it's sort of expensive, I guess. Compared to other kits, yeah, it's expensive. You can buy a massive helicopter or something for that sort of money. Or a big Gundam, as people call them. I've never bought. Yeah, look, that one's still wet. Never mind. Hold on. You shall be wet no longer. That smells like burning. I do apologise if I killed people's eardrums then. I think the key with the price is to buy everything from places that do the discounts, you know, like the 20% off. Is this one wet? Give that a hose. I don't know who that is. I think they are the ones that are also being held hostage. I think they suffer. What is it when you're held hostage and you start to enjoy the company of your captor? Munchausen's disease. What the hell is Munchausen's disease? Why is that in my head? I can't remember what it's called. Stockholm Syndrome, that's the one. They've all got a bit of that. Munchausen's disease. If anyone can tell me what... That's it, yeah. If anyone can tell me what Munchausen's disease is, I'd be very happy. Is this one still wet? It looks dry, so I'm going to go with it. I think if you're careful and use the right places, you can save a fair bit of cash. Depends what you're after, really. What are you after? Sounds like the seagulls outside are being murdered. Seems odd to me that I'm painting stones when the stone has just been glued on and left its original colour. Therefore, it would have been the correct colour for a stone. But I guess it doesn't scale, does it? Big stone is a lot easier to paint than these little ones. An ultramarine, a pure Primaris force. Never once have I painted Primaris, however, there is an event coming up soon. Well, I say the word event, and I basically mean a project. Event, it makes it sound like a big deal. Dark Mechanicum, eh? I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it. What does that consist of? Just running the normal Mechanicum list and then just changing a few things, or completely like scratch built and stuff? Next grey. Yellow. Right, what am I doing? What am I doing? Next grey colour. We need a lighter grey. This Stonewall grey. That'll do me. Productive. Alright then, have a nice time. We shall see you later. Normal Mechanicum today. Are we talking 40k Mechanicum or 30k? Yeah, the 40k stuff, yeah, they've got quite a lot of nice Mechanicum things. Do they have any named Dark Mechanicum Forge Worlds? This looks nearly white. Oh hell, I didn't buy any more black wash dye. What day is it today? Monday. I'll be popping the shop tomorrow and get some. They had some. Do I dare go to white on this dry brush? The answer is always yes, isn't it? Bugger it, let's do it. What I might do is give them a black paint wash. My knee is twitching. Marvellous. Right then. I've done that one. I don't remember doing that one. Yeah, I have. Right, let's run with some white. Just a touch. crafting. Not very thick. Don't need a lot though, do we? The rocks are made of stones. I collected up a long time ago. If I was going to do it again, I would go and buy a bag of slate chips from your local gardening centre, whatever you would call them over there. People use them in their driveways, don't they? Things like that. It's normally like a purpley colour. I think they look a bit better. They're flatter. So that would be my tip. Don't cock up like I have. It's also a lot cheaper than the stuff from the hobby shops. Get like a massive bag for a few quid, as opposed to a tiny little packet for a few quid. Must be a hell of a lot of grey paint left in my brush. Knocking that white right back. Try that. It'll be fun painting this metal. I might put a few washes on these rocks. Colours. What colours do you get? Green, basically, isn't it? Do some green and red. Look like Christmas rocks. A bit whiter. I overdo it here. 5% remaining. Oh, is it going to last? I don't think it will. At the edges. Fun thing about using real rocks is they add weight to the base. It's always handy. There we go. Let's sling a couple of washers on here. I'm gonna quickly dash off and grab the power leader. I shall return imminently. Try not to have an accident. May or may not work. Cooking. Did it. Right, what's next? Who is this person? God knows. Right. What was I doing? Washers. Washers. Let's get a manky green. We'll do a... Will it be dark lighter on the inside or lighter on the outside, darker in the middle? This is the big question. We'll do 3. Do a dark green, a light green. Who cares? This will do. There we go, add a little colour in there. Using my paint mixing brush to add this. So that way it'll be a bit more random. There we go, that was easy. We need a lighter one. That's weird. More water required. They are a bit heavy. There's a lot of filler on them as well. It's nice having them heavy. I might run with a bit of purple. I don't know why I'm feeling purple. Just a touch, just a teeny tiny squid. Or am I? Maybe not. Oh, we might get away with it. Just a couple of dabs here and there. I don't know what this tune is in my ear. Oh, thank God that's finished. That was actually hurting my ears. There we go. Right, that'll do for the rocky bits. Let's metal them up. Ah, hello. The Elysian sweatshop. Are you missing an N from your name? Should that be the Fenrisian sweatshop? Maybe I'm wrong. But how are we anyway? Metal. What colour is metal? Metal colour. New palette, please. Rapidly running out of palette. Now I had a nice metal I want to use up. We've got. I've run out. What's the I got that other one? Bear with me a second, I'm just looking for paint. Right. Lead belcher, that's the one I want. I don't like that. Ah! Like this corrosion. Isn't that going to have grit in it? We'll hit it with metal first. Probably need some agitation. I'm really worried about shaking this up, it's going to go everywhere. Where are my agitating balls? There they are. We've had a bit of a fit then. James, there we go. We have you in as we kill team. Hello George, and hello everybody at Warpstorm Gaming. I've never heard of Warpstorm Gaming before. What is this? It's going to work really well. Turn out atrocious. I'm worried. Just do it. Just do it. Get a ton of paint. Oh god. Yeah, this paint is sort of dead. Literally a paste. Oh dear. Come here, you badge piece. I'll get that in a minute. Right. So what is new in the world? Has anyone got anything new to tell me? Still a bit thick, I think. That'll do for now. Where's me big brush? Big crap brush, we'll use that for the metal. Oh, too thick. Right, this thing here is metal. I don't know what it is. Looks like a bit of building. We shall paint it with some metal paint. Playing games. Are you in some sort of club? I think there's a bit of metal down there, but I can't get to that, so they can be ignored. It's going to take forever and an age to dry. You might have to go back onto those las cannons. Not a problem. car tyre has survived remarkably well. I can't remember how to paint rusty things, so I'm going to have to wing it. No one knows what that thing is, so I'll paint it as a bit of metal. No, it isn't. Oh no, I forgot my black wash again, haven't I? I'll need that. Must go to shop tomorrow. Don't anyone let me forget. There we go. I might get a blag. Right, let's stick these on the drying table. Right, next up is mixing up the special metal mix. This silver and chrome. I need the gunmetal. Where's that? Over there. And that is running low. This feels like it's completely empty. Might just be able to get by. My paints have fallen over. Right, let's do these las cannon barrels. The old pile of las cannons trick. Big brush. That was easy. One down. Have we done the tips? Yeah. Two down. Three down. Here we go, we are getting there. Here we go, there's 6 of the big ones done. Big ones. Bit thick. Fiddlier than I anticipated. One more. Get balls up there on that barrel, but they'll never know. Oh, this will be it. Oh, I don't think I painted the inside of this on the last one. Using the world's most ruined brush. Right then, I think that's going to have to be it for this evening because I'm out of black wash and I need to go to the shop and get some black wash. Open until tomorrow. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening and we'll see you all again soon, I hope. So goodbye, goodbye.